Hi, I'm Raven, and today we're back with Horizon Zero Dawn. As you saw before, I got best armor in the game. So we completed the side quest Ancient Armory, if I remember correctly. And as you saw just now, I solved the problem about not finding any exclamation marks for the DLC. Here's the thing, I installed the game from my disk, which is just the basic game without the DLC. I had the DLC though because I got for free the complete edition. Last year I think it went free, and I bought it. So I had the digital version of the complete edition, which is the basic game and the DLC. Having installed the game from the disk, it only installed the basic game and not the DLC, so I had to install the complete edition to have the whole game and the DLC. Fortunately, apparently the two versions of the game both share saves, so we didn't lose anything. And as you can see, we have the exclamation marks right now. So since this is the closest, we're gonna go here and we're gonna fast travel to the campfire, and then I'll show you the strongest armor in the whole game.
Praise the sun. Spies have relieved.
So as you can see, we are kind of glimmery. Can I say glimmery right now? I mean, we're basically like Edward Cullen in The Sun, that fake vampire. We glow because this is the strongest armor, and in fact, if you look at the top left, there's a blue bar, meaning that we have extra health. And the glimmering means that we have extra protection from hits, from the hits. It does have a recharging time though, so we will not be completely invincible, but it's still better than nothing. It's not gonna be very useful right now because we're playing in story mode, but still it's nice to have. Okay. Weird noises. Ouch. And as you can see, the red LED, can we call them LED? I don't know. The red LED lights mean that we have no health left in the armor, and then we are back again to full blue. So I have to understand how we are supposed to get out. I don't know. This is how I try and beat games. Skyrim teaches? I can't talk today, I'm sorry. Let's see that we cut the video to when I'm there, okay? I chose another direction. I traveled to another campfire to arrive here. So I guess that this is the only person I didn't talk to enter the DLC, because the first time I did it, I think I spoke to a merchant, and the second time I did it, I think I spoke to a woman that was already close to the region that we're going to explore. So this is the last person I need to talk to enter the DLC this time though. So let's talk to Ravid, I suppose.
What's the problem? Betrayal. by my own blood. I was meant to go on a machine hunting expedition to the Banuk wilds with real hunters. Then the rumors began. New machines, an evil miasma, many dead Banuk, and so on and so forth. So my father won't allow me to go. Says there's too much danger for a noble scion.
Do you always do what your father tells you?
Yes, of course.
What kind of new machines?
That's exactly it. My father doesn't even know. He only heard whispers in the Sun Court.
And the evil miasma?
Who knows what those tent-dwelling savages consider evil? Or a miasma. I just want to hunt, honestly. Why even give me a sword for my 16th year? What's a sword for if not for brandishing?
This guy is 16? Is it just me or does he look older? Besides, has he ever hunted before?
Have you ever actually hunted machines?
I've had our bearers carry a lance horn for me to shoot at. Its
Mm,
movement was fearful.
So that's a no.
Hunting in the Banuk wilds. Do you mean Banur?
Oh, no. That's so far from the sun's light. The expedition would be swallowed up. It's a place they call the Cut. Something of a no man's land from, you know.
The war?
But now it makes for excellent hunting. There's a pass through the northeastern mountains.
I guess I'll have to look into these rumors myself.
It's beyond the Grave Horde, past the northeastern mountains. You can't mean to go alone to that sun-forsaken place. I suppose Outlanders can do whatever they please. By the sun, if only I wasn't born noble!
Yeah, sounds tough.
So tough, in fact. Okay, so let's see if the two destinations coincide, are the same, because I don't think so. Search for the Banuk camp, or instead, whoopsie, this is closer? Weird. Okay. Apparently they're different. I don't know how they're different, but I'll probably do the side quest A Moment of Peace when we're done. I didn't do it because I thought it could be another access to the DLC and I didn't want to risk it. So we're entering the DLC. Let's save real quick. Ooh, machine already. You're supposed to... Perfect. Ouch. We're not even there and we already have problems. I thought we were falling. Stay there. Calm. Zits. Come on. Ouch. Oh, I hit it. Good. So, let's go.
Just stay out of their way for now.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna stay out of their way for long. You know what? Let's ignore them. And let's go on to the frozen wilds. Do we still have... Yeah. We never rode anywhere during the series because I hate riding, actually. It's easier to go On foot, I suppose. I suppose you say on foot or... No, on feet, on by... or... Wait. Either... by... I don't remember it. Anyway, it's easier to walk. I never saw that there's Operation Enduring Victory written on the wall. I swear, I never noticed that. So this is... I was gonna spoil you something, but... I caught myself on time.
This must be the pass Ravid was talking about.
Just remember that Silence told us that he was the first one to explore the ruins, Gaia's prime ruins, and I'm not saying anything because I don't have to say anything. Not now. You'll understand eventually. I know you will. Just connect the dots when it's time, and you'll understand why I showed you the map with an hypothetical path to follow to get to Gaia Prime. So these lands are definitely frozen, and fortunately we are covered somehow. We have long sleeves. We seem pretty prepared against the cold. Yesterday I was...
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your task.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Rost used to tell me stories about the Banuk and their shamans, and how they thread blue cables through their skin.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future. Or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
So this is why I showed you. If Silence is a Banuk, then it's easier to understand how he could get access to Gaia Prime so fast. There's literally no not so much distance from it, and we discovered a new machine, just as the noble guy told us, and they're actually hard to undown. Let's see if we can... Okay. I don't know if we're really lucky or it's the armor doing its work and defending us. But maybe we're being lucky and it has... Oh my god, I can't speak. It isn't actually hitting us. Go down, will you? Come on. Just good old spear. Okay. Demonic Sorcerer. Yeah, Sorcerer. Perfect. 37. Good.
I could forget what warmth feels like out here.
Yeah, but you'll have to go back to Meridian and you'll remember what warmth feel like, so don't worry about that. These blue lights are guiding us. Oh, so nice to see the logo. But yeah, these blue lights are guiding us just as...
Warm enough up here, Nora? worked up a sweat from the climb.
So I was telling you, these blue lights guide us just like the flames, the fire guides us in Dark Souls. I'm sorry, I'm a slut for Dark Souls. Well, from software games in general, Souls games. I may be planning to stay longer than you would expect, actually. I can't hear anything, but if you do, then you know that's something that produces sound. I don't remember how it's called in English. But yes, I'm dumb. I wanted to make it sound. Can we say make it sound?
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
But first, let's save.
Our shaman has abandoned us. Our chieftain has led our best.
You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Oratok!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice. For free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and demons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her. But no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
I'm sorry guys, I had some problems with OBS that I used to record. I don't know why it somewhat froze, and apparently it messed up with my settings, so I'm sorry you watched the previous cinematic without any kind of audio, neither from the game, neither from my voice. I'm sorry about that.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum, and they believed her.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Don't believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Yeah, not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Warwicks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Warwicks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Aurea. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this Damon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rests. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Oh, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak could tell me more about Aurea or Thunder's Drum. Might be worth a shot.
So Bergrand right here is the guy we would have talked to if we chose another direction to start the DLC. Let's talk to Aratak anyway.
Talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Did your Warwick come from this place?
No, he rallied most of our hunters from across Banuk to face the threat of the Daemon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
There are other Warracks in Song's Edge too?
Yes, the village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last until the Karja seek war again.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Aurea knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. Prefer deeds to words.
Right.
Apparently we have to talk to Aurea. And there's a demon that has been turning the machines into different machines, other from the ones that the Banuk have always interacted with,
You seem
which is
still a
strange.
stranger. I heard you mention a flood.
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Lelai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. a wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now, but our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it, or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
This is a side quest we will probably try to do. I never actually fully completed it because it's pretty hard to do it, but I could give it a try nonetheless. So right now, we're gonna go find Naltuk.
I've got to find Maria. To do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north. That must be Naltuk, looking out at that tower.
So we found Naltuk, and in the meantime, I suppose it's about to get dark because I prefer to. Ouch! I prefer to unlock a tall neck, and in fact, right now we have the whole map of the DLC unlocked. So let's talk to him.
Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Aratok said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Well, then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Will you tell me where Araya went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Araya wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
Alright, you want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Araya.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
I understand why he thinks that we're gonna fall, but we know that we are Aloy, and Aloy is... So I usually override it, but I prefer destroying it. I mean, it's clear that he doesn't know about us, because, you know, the Banuk also told us that they were at war with the Karjas. In the meantime, as you can see, I unlocked some other skills. That girl, I don't remember her name. It started with an L. Told us that her father led the Banuk tribe against the Karjas, playing that musical instrument that is also a place, and I don't know if I'll show it to you. I think I don't, because I think I won't, because it's a side quest. But still, we did our job,
Forget about traveling light.
and I don't have enough space for
No good. It's not gonna eat
other
the
modifications, but that's okay.
We should speak.
And here we are.
Now we know how to deal with the machines in the towers. The daemon's next.
Perhaps Aurea should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine, a great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
Bergren told me you're Aurea's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Aurea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me, an aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Aurea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
All right. I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path.
Okay, let's follow him. And we will be back in a few seconds. So it seems like we're here, and there's a campfire. So let's go.
I'm pretty far up. The shaman's path must be right. This must be one of the markers Natuk told me about.
I thought we were supposed to
Looks like each marker points to another.
follow the
Directions.
sound it makes,
Guess I'm heading
but
deeper into
apparently
creepy ice
we are just supposed to follow the light signal. So it's easier for me right now because
guide the way with sound.
I can't properly hear
Maybe my focus can find
the game from my TV, because either way you would have
wrong way.
that reverb in the finished product.
Think of summer sun. Breeze through the trees. think is friendly.
So, as you saw, there's a machine that resembles a polar bear and it doesn't look friendly, so we should be careful on where we put our feet. We had to defeat it, but oof. First, we have to let go of power. Oh my god, I can't take it. And we also aggroed another machine. Okay, perfect. Oh, so yeah, it's just the frost glow. Perfect. Let's warm him up. What do you say? Since it's a frost machine, we can burn him. I wouldn't say burn him. I would say we're making him a favor, doing him a favor
Scary new machine.
by
Done. Now back to
warming
fighting
him
the rain,
down.
which means we've got a plan.
Perfect. Let's go. Blue gleam is what will allow us to buy some new weapons here in the Banuk lands. So, this is already a very long video, so I guess that we could call this a day.
Ancient door. Maybe Ori is inside.
If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my content. Bye bye!